How do you dress your hot dogs?
Ooh, okay. Guido, talk
I
about
didn't
something
get.
Italian. Oh, never mind. It's about food, Guido. Come condiamo gli hot dog? Come condisci gli hot dog tu personalmente?
uh, I don't know. With spaghetti, pasta. I don't know. Obviously, I'm Italian. Tomatoes.
We
Yeah.
don't have hot dogs, there's
Oh, you
spaghetti.
don't have.
Mamma
Yeah.
mia.
Mamma mia.
No, I mean,
With
it's not the kind of
lasagna.
thing. Yes, it's lasagna hot dogs.
Yeah.
No, we don't really do hot dogs here. Sorry.
Yeah.
Welcome to the 21st episode of the Cassidins Creation. I'm your host, Chris Deering. This is the show where I interview bands and public figures in the mathcore community. If you beautiful people in chat have any questions or comments, feel free to drop them in, and I'll try my best to read them aloud. If you're listening to this in your car or watching this on YouTube, have no idea what I'm talking about, the show is first shown live on Twitch. Join us every Wednesday and Sunday at twitch.tv/thecastedinscreation for the live cast. With all that out of the way, let me introduce our guest today, who dropped their debut album, Salespeople, back in September. Welcome in, and I know I'm going to butcher this so hard, but welcome in Lacittadolente. Hey, how's it
Yeah,
going?
it's not too bad.
Yeah,
It's not too bad.
How do you say the band name?
Okay, proper Italian.
Sure.
Lacittadolente.
Lacittadolente.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
The Americanized version.
All right, cool. I mean, our favorite one is we use Google Translate to try and see what it sounded like in other languages. The best one was the French one, which is Lacittadolente.
Lacittadolente.
So fancy, so fancy.
I tried to translate
cool.
your name into English, and all it did was take away the little dot over the A. It didn't change anything else. Yeah. So I was actually first of all, tell us who you are and what you do in the band.
I guess I'm the leader of the band, obviously, because I'm the vocalist. No, I'm joking, but I'm the vocalist. Yeah.
I'm the drummer.
Oh, what's your names? Yeah. What are your names?
My name is Guido Natale.
And my name is Federico. Fred is fine. Fred is fine.
Yeah.
If you guys want.
Okay, sounds good. And vocalist and then drummer, right?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. So what does the band name mean?
All right. Do you want to take it away, Guido? Or should I?
As you wish. Yeah. So let's say that Lacittadolente comes from one of the most popular pieces of literature, of Italian literature, but we are not referring to it specifically. It's like it's a way, it's a famous way for reporting. I don't know, the meaningfulness of the city, repetition, the exploitation, something like this. Yeah, it's all. That it is because it means literally the city of suffering. So it's suffering is in this sense, let's say. Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, we decided to. Oh, sorry.
No. You go.
Oh, that's okay. Basically, so yeah, the whole thing is from the first part of one of the first few sentences of the Divina Commedia by Dante.
Yeah,
which everyone knows. I mean, at least even outside of Italy. Per me si va per l'eterno dolore, per me si va per
Lacittadolente, yeah.
And Lacittadolente is technically there. It's supposed to be hell. It's the city of pain. It's the city, like it's hell supposedly. But for us, it's a metaphor for
daily life.
Big city, the city. Yeah. I mean, the city in general. Yeah.
Okay.
Modern living.
Okay. So you guys are like super political then, right? Like, are your lyrics all about politics and stuff?
Yes, I mean it does. I mean, if you don't mind, Guido, I should probably take this one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. Well, basically, a lot of them have to do with my own sense of worthlessness in the face of capitalist exploitation, and how I feel like no matter how much we put in and I put in, both as a person, but I think also as a band, we'll get to that a bit later, but how we are completely neglected. At the same time, we are supposed to love what we do. We're supposed to commit ourselves to regular 9 to 5 or whatever, the 8 hours weekly or more. And if we don't appreciate that, if we don't, kiss the feet of our masters or whatever, we are outcasts. And that like the whole pretty much. I mean, a lot of the lyrics dwell in other things about our experiences, I think, as a band, but as me as well, obviously. But the general theme is that that
I was wondering if this was
that's
gonna
it.
happen.
Alienation.
Okay. We lost the last couple of words you said, but you seem to be all good now.
Oh. Alienation, yay, fun.
So you guys have been around since 2017. Give us a brief history of the band.
Okay.
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 It was working so well.
No, because I just saw one point. No, but oh man. Okay, so basically, should I just take out my video, or I mean that's definitely gonna smooth it out if that's too bad, but I don't know.
Well, right now it's okay.
So basically, we connected. Oh, cool. Cheers. We connected over what is I guess the equivalent of like Craigslist in Italy for musicians, though. If that makes any sense, our influences were supposed to be Cult of Luna,
Yeah,
Code Orange,
very beginning, yeah.
So stuff that has nothing to do. I mean, and I guess Converge, but so the mix would have been strange, and we ended up just I think. I personally loved ourselves as botch worshipping kind of music. In 2017, it was just me and Guido and the guitarist, who's from London, if you can believe that. That's surprising. People coming over to Italy, just to work, and that's strange. And we pretty much we had Massimo was the bassist, joined in I think mid 2018, something like that.
Yeah,
something like that. We started playing gigs live in early 2019. And then we recorded late in 2019 because we were supposed to release it in like May. We release Salespeople in May, but we decided to skip ahead a couple of months, just give us a bit more time. And honestly, since there's no gigs going on, it didn't feel like a huge loss.
Yeah, you're trying to do it at a time when we can get together and you can have a proper release show and stuff then, I guess, right?
Yeah, that would have been nice, but I don't think any band that has released anything in 2020, and I think most of 2021 will have the chance.
Yeah.
So that's okay. It's part of how the scene is right now. It's not really anyone's fault. It's okay. It's how it is.
So why is your EP not on Bandcamp?
They go straight. Yeah. Not even like. So I've heard.
I dig into the questions.
Take it. Let's take it, guys. Well, Guido, do you feel like taking this one or?
Well, I don't know. It's like, I don't know. It's not because we felt it like a cringy thing or something that we are embarrassed of. It's like it was an early release. We now play literally completely different stuff. It's really we didn't like it anymore. I don't know. So it was something that we did like we are not thinking about it yet.
But isn't it like history? Isn't it like history for the band, though? Don't you want to preserve that?
I mean, we still have it. I mean, if people, I mean, if it's not just people that interview us or review our stuff that complain about it, and eventually, we get asked questions about it. Well, I guess we're going to do like all the major bands and be like, in like 10 years, be like, yes, look, check this out. There's this amazing vinyl version of it. You can buy it for like 30 quid, and it's got like weird splatters and shit. And it's I mean, if it's so dear and important to people, I guess eventually we might re-release it. I guess, for some reason. But honestly, we didn't really like it that much anymore. It didn't really feel like it was us. I mean, it was written without a bassist, and it wasn't really. It kind of felt fair that this wasn't really the band anymore because we wrote it. I wrote a bunch of riffs, and then people just put stuff on top. And Masi wasn't in the band when we wrote the whole thing, and it felt like
Yeah.
it's fair to have something with him as a starting point as well.
And Matthew's
So
the
it was a
guitarist,
collective
or
no, Massimo. Sorry, Massimo is the bassist.
oh, Massimo. Okay, okay.
Yeah. So we felt like it was fair to like have one record together, like the first one as the group, because we don't honestly, if we can avoid doing lineup changes, that'd be good. So I don't. That's not ideal. I mean, unless we want to automate the drums, which is all great. I definitely want to do that.
Yeah. Thanks.
It's a recurring joke. Drum machines for the future. Sorry,
He hates me, Yeah.
I mean, and to be fair, guitar simulation is coming up pretty well. So
So-
one man band.
Get the little robot voice going too. Like just nobody's in the band anymore.
Mitsune-
The band's its own thing.
Mitsune Aku, I think there's a pedal as well. I don't know if you've checked that out.
No,
There's
I
a pedal
haven't.
for guitar that does that. Basically, it's a vocal and it just plays the notes, but it just says Japanese words instead of the notes, instead of like guitar noise.
That's wild. What?
It's such a stupid pedal.
The
Check it
freaking
out.
Japanese, man. The Japanese coming up with everything. Dude, I need to look into
Right.
that. Holy shit, that's
That
crazy.
they make. Yeah, definitely. It's a great pedal. It's six. I think it's pretty cheap, but it's it's so niche. It's so niche. It's crazy.
So,
I definitely wanna check.
no, you're good. You're good.
Sorry, yeah, go ahead. No, it was stupid. It was like a joke about. But we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to the use of like whammy pedals and stuff. It's better to work.
Is there a reason why your album's title is one word instead of two?
I felt. Well, I felt. It felt more like. It's more. It's a bit like the name of the band. Really, it feels more. Not iconic, but it feels more dense to us. The music we try to make music as dense as possible, and that kind of the lyrics are as well in a sense. The guitar work and the drums as well. So it felt. I mean, even the way the songs are ordered, they don't. If you check out the CD release, it doesn't really have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not nicely structured. I mean, I initially wanted it to look like it was just a whole line of we wanted to make it look like the whole. In the back, there's like the names of the songs repeated over and over again, but we highlighted them in order so it would make sense for people. But the idea was to make something like that. Doesn't give you space to breathe. It's oppressive. There's no room. You're just stuck in it, or you are jammed into it. You don't have room for it.
Interesting.
But you are still supposed to be in it.
I didn't think there would be like an actual explanation behind it. I kind of figured y'all just did it just to do it, but that's awesome, man. So why didn't you do that for the back of the CD? Like have it all running together.
I mean, they do actually. If you check it out, it does.
Oh, I thought you were saying that it
do.
didn't
It's just
have it like
different
that.
colors.
Okay, I gotcha.
I know it uses 2 different colors. I mean, there's a background and there's 3 different. The lines keep on running, like you are all exploiting, etc. salespeople. It's just that we've highlighted, I guess, the words in order.
I got
So it would make sense for people so they can actually write it.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
So I guess we did apply that.
On Bandcamp, actually,
Within
there
Texas.
isn't even like a thing to like buy it. Like, where do you get the album?
Wait, what? No, what? People buy it. What?
Oh, when I looked on there, I saw like
I'm
a
surprised
thing for
that-
the album, but it didn't have like a price next to it or anything. So I thought maybe y'all were sold out or something.
Wait. Do you mean the physical?
Yeah.
You mean the physical or the? Oh, that's strange. I mean,
Strange.
it's Guido. Do you mind checking? I don't have a browser right now.
Yeah.
That's strange. Because technically it should be okay. I mean, we had some people buy it,
Okay.
so
I just didn't see a price
maybe
next
it
to it or
doesn't-
anything, so I thought
that's
maybe y'all were sold out or something like that.
I mean, yes, it's sold out. But if you send me a message, I'm sure I can hook you up with one.
Okay.
No, I'm joking. It's not sold out.
Oh.
We don't. I personally, as a band, we don't put as much emphasis on. I mean, we make a point, even though we respect the Bandcamp. It's. I mean, I'm obviously the guy who always comes up with his stupid stunts, but we
I'm
respect Bandcamp, but
completely
we make a point
incorrect.
of,
I'm
like,
sorry that you can't actually get it on there. I saw
Oh.
the way it was split up. It looked like that the link to buy was for the cassette instead of the CD, but now I see it
Oh,
says
right.
buy compact disc. Okay.
Yeah, so yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry for the little scare there.
Oh, massive cash that's not coming in. What? There's people clamoring for the album and they can't buy it.
That's why you're not rich yet, man. No.
Yeah, there you go.
So I just mentioned the cassette. You guys actually got it released through Trepanation Records. That is the name of the label,
Yep.
right? How did that all
Yes.
get set up? How did y'all get hooked up with them?
I mean, it's not. I mean, we got it. I mean, we got in touch with them around the time of the pandemic. We had just finished recording the album, so it was about time to start sending it out to labels. So it'd be nice to say, oh, we had this amazing story where we bonded over beers or something, or we met at a gig and he was like, I love your T-shirt or something like that. But no, it's really just boring. But you see, that's why Salespeople is the perfect name for this album, because it was this boring, like, hey, hi, this is Lacittadolente, and we want to release this album. Would you be interested in producing it with us or something like that? Over, like, we sent, I think it was around 600 emails. 600 emails, I think.
Jesus Christ! I don't even think I know 600
Yeah,
different
yeah.
labels. That's crazy.
Yeah, and the rate of success is around 1%. It's not too shabby, I think, actually, overall.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean that's how we got most of the. It'd be nice to have like one of those bros kind of stories, but no, it's really strictly professional with us. We're very professional, man.
As you can see from our dress code,
Yeah, we all dress with flannel t-shirts. Yeah, flannel shirts. Nothing
Nice and
else.
buttoned up, and
Yeah, of course. Yeah. You don't want to show any skin, You don't want to get fans all riled up.
So what's the writing process like?
Ooh.
Because you guys aren't like super close to each other, right? I assume that there's a lot of driving involved, or probably video chats or something.
I mean, that's the thing. So Salespeople was written pretty much in the rehearsal room. Guido and Max, the guitarist, jam together new riffs, and then we, as a band, discuss them and dissect them and try to make them more odd, make as uneven as possible. No, that's Guido's job. He really does a neat one at that one. Like, there's some seriously weird tempo signatures going on around the whole thing. But yeah, it's a very collaborative effort. Even though me and Massi don't write as many riffs, it's really like we sometimes we kind of click, and it's like, oh, this, and then do this, and then you do that, and like, oh wow, and the whole thing comes together really nice. I definitely want to specify it's definitely a collaborative effort, unlike some bands where the guitarist writes the whole thing and they're like, okay, cool, so I'll just play this. So definitely group effort. I think that's, and now it's God, do people still use Guitar Pro 5? We're passing Guitar Pro tabs.
Yeah.
I
the
use
MIDI
it.
sounds. We don't want.
Okay.
Yes. Fuck. I mean, who needs shitty synthy guitars anyway? I want the MIDI ones. I want to feel like. I thought about downgrading to 4, to feel like it felt in the early 2000s, to really get on with that, to have that mid early 2000s feel. That would definitely, I'm sure that would help.
So you play
yeah,
guitar
just
as well,
passing- At the
then?
moment, it's passing riffs. Oh, I did at the beginning, and we wrote some amazing songs that we're definitely never going to release. Sorry,
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
A pre-EP with one song, which is
Yeah.
the first song we wrote, and it's still a running meme in the band.
Called song
But
one. Yeah, one is the
also
name
one
of. Yeah, obviously. Yeah. Yeah.
So even though you don't play the
yeah, I
guitar
used to. I
in
mean,
the band, you contribute then?
A couple of riffs and salespeople I came up with, but again, all of them just get remodeled, and I don't think any single riff just is accepted as is. It ends up being mangled and made it stranger, or so yeah, I guess in a sense, yeah. Even though I'm not playing guitar, I think we're all, playing guitar in the band.
So I love that little sample you guys use on the last song, Salespeople. Get up, be lazy, loud, get into your
cool.
working clothes, up to your knees in oil and grease and grinds into your nose. That's really fucking sick, man. Like, I wish I had found that. Dude, that's so good. What is it from?
Okay, I mean, the samples in the album are my pride and joy. I love them. It's something that we'll do in the next releases as well, because we find these hidden, I guess hidden or like hiding plain sight kind of meaning. I mean, the whole song is supposed to be fun. If you listen to the whole thing, there's like people laughing in the background because it's supposed to be like a joke. How like it's funny that people have to wake up every morning and feel like their life is a daily grind with no joy. Yay! It's fun.
Okay, yeah.
So,
I guess.
To be fair, yeah, that's what the song is really about, and and everyone's having fun, and I don't get it. And okay, so to be fair though, where I got this is from an ad. It's from a there was an ad running in Italy a couple of years ago from a I think it was it was a telecommunications corporation. And the thing that struck me again is the fact that felt like it was the scream of like a poor publicist having to do this shitty job that they don't want to do. So they put this song in to just say, please save me or help me or something, like, oh my God, my life is horrible. So yeah, I think it's an amazing song, this, and no one like, thank you for noticing, because I like it's something that no reviews has mentioned just yet. So I was like, okay. But if you want to talk about the samples, we can talk about the samples.
That's such a weird.
Yeah.
That's such a weird thing for like a company to put in their commercial. Like, what the hell were they thinking? It's so weird.
It's because it's in Italy, so I guess people don't really notice that. They're like, oh, okay, it's a fun. Get up. It's nice, and it's a jig. It's like it's fun. So, and it was this whole thing, and the whole stick of the commercial was about it being true, something being true, something being false. So it was, I don't know, it was a very confusing ad, but.
Well, what other samples did you use? I honestly didn't notice too many of them. I really just noticed that one, and I think there was another one in one of the earlier songs. But yeah, what are all the samples?
There's another one which is there's one which didn't make the cut, which I'm still gonna try and put in one of the future releases because I still think is relevant. So there's two. One of them is I forgot. I mean, there's one which is a straight up just the quote is from Daria, the show. I don't know if you've heard of it.
No.
It's a really cool show. Actually, I would definitely recommend watching it. It's from the 90s, and it's you know Beavis and Butthead?
Yeah.
Okay, there's this character in the show, Daria, was this mopey teenager girl, Basically, she got her own spin-off, right? But the point is, there's this one episode where one of the characters he's in this like stereotypical alternative rock band from the 90s, okay? Like, yeah, we're edgy and cool, we speak like this, and it's like, yeah, all that. And at one point, his sister is like running track, and she works really, really hard, and blah blah. And he's complaining, and I mean, there's the whole quote. I think the whole quote is about how people. I think we actually put it in the article. The whole quote is about how people, and he's a musician, so he says, people, it's great, the daily grind of coming up with music, day in and day out, and what for? All these people, all these idiots, just drowning out the rest, using your music to drown out the rest of the room in order to have fun and get drunk. So, I mean, the way he quotes it is so much better. I don't have it in front of me, but but yeah, it's fucking cool. And I loved it because it's so passive aggressive. It's definitely my style of writing. Like, and it's the other, or well, the audience, I guess. I don't want to call people that listen to us audience because it's a bit, it takes a bit, dehumanizes them a bit. But so I think I definitely have a love-hate thing with the audience and other people in general, because I both want their respect, and at the same time I feel like I shouldn't want their respect or their admiration. But every musician, I think, wants that at the same time. So intellectually, I reject it. So that's why we don't follow, like, we're not big on like merch, or we're not big on Bandcamp days. It's because the music is what we want to do, not the merch. But at the same time, people's admiration is integral to our life, and it's something that, I don't want to quote Evangelion, it's something that we can't do without. We represent ourselves through the eyes of other people, so you're never alone, and at the same time you hate them. It's like, fuck. Why do I want you to love me, and at the same time I hate you so much? Oh man, it's a shitty thing. The last one, sorry, I'm not brief. I'm way too wordy.
No, keep on going, dude.
Okay.
We have all the time in the world, man. You
The
take as
last
long as you need.
And the last, the other sample doesn't look like a sample. There is this, I guess, our attempt at a lo-fi hip hop song.
Okay, yeah,
which,
I remember that.
Uses two main samples. One of them is from this thing I found on this group on Facebook, which is called Soviet Visuals. It's from this Soviet music artist from like the 80s or 70s. He was really strange. That is where the main music is from. The dun 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 dun. And the video is weird because at one point he has like this guitar that he bounces up and down like this, and this guitar is bouncing, and I'm like, this guy, strange dude. And then
it was impossible to reproduce it on guitar. You remember Max trying to?
Oh, yes.
It was like,
because it was detuned, because the recording was so bad, or like is so degraded that it was started to detune. And I enjoyed that so much that I decided, we got to put this in the album because it's fucking amazing. And so that's the first sample, which gets overlaid with just a weird pedal. But then the other part, sorry, there's my cat here. The other one is from Right Here, Right Now by Fatboy Slim. It's the vocal part, which says, people don't, it's the one that goes, right here, right now, right here. I don't know if you know that song.
No.
It's a pretty popular one. It's one with the violins. It's really sad. The video is fucking amazing, but the sample is, there's this real part which says, people don't understand what it says, but actually the myth is that it says, wake up to find that your love is not real. And I found that so utterly annihilating. that at the time, my situation at the time, it made total sense. And also, the whole song relates to that whole thing. I mean, honestly, it's about finding out that what you expect of life is not true, and you're never really aware of how the world around you actually is 100%. And one day you can wake up, and personal experience, you can find that the things you feel, your love and your feelings are not actually real, because the other person is not the person that you thought they were. So it's pretty intense shit.
Damn, that's pretty dark, man. Holy shit.
Yeah. But yeah, but it feels cheery and nice, and it's a bit dreamy, but actually it's fucking brutal.
I totally thought that y'all made that that beat and shit yourselves. I didn't know it was a sample.
Oh no, the beat he did. He did the beat.
Okay.
We tried to filter out the drums in the background, so we just compressed we just mid it out and just removed the highs and lows, so the drums wouldn't come out. It would just be the guitar pretty much.
Okay.
So technically he just layered drums on top. Our good mate Guido.
So why aren't your lyrics up on Bandcamp?
Okay, so I did this for vinyl. Okay, so my idea of the lyrics is putting them up on Bandcamp like that doesn't really, I don't think warrants any sort of analysis. I don't mean to be boorish or but I think just having them on Bandcamp doesn't give you any context. I feel it's a bit empty. And the thing that I tried to do with vinyl, and that it's an ongoing thing that I'm trying to do with the rest of the album. If you want, and if anyone wants, I can send you a survey, which I've used as a way to further give people an understanding of what the song is about. It starts off as kind of a survey, but then the lyrics start to take the place of the words of the words of the survey. So it's like my feelings and my the way I felt about work, which was actually surveys. To be fair, I was working in market research at the time. My anxiety, my feelings of inadequacy were slowly taking over this job, and that felt more real to me than just putting them on Bandcamp. We put them it was a good idea to put them for Corrupt. We used them and we decided to have them on for Corrupt because, again, that's a good context. It gives you more than just these are the lyrics. I'm going to focus on that. It's more of, I think we want to try and make the band more of an experience rather than just a band with lyrics. So I'm currently trying to write more for the rest of the lyrics. Try to put them in some sort of context that makes sense for the rest of the album, but it's not easy. It takes quite a long time, actually.
Well,
So
you don't want people to read them along with the music?
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me still?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, sorry, because it said lost connection. Not specifically, not in that way, not just okay, cool. So I'm just gonna check them out, and all right, cool. No, what I would like is to give them more than that. I would like to give them a piece of, I don't want to say literature because it feels a bit, but I'm very influenced by ergodic literature, which is this sort of literature where the act of reading is part of the experience, because what they do is they for example, they change the position of words, they turn them around, they do patterns with them, they add stuff that doesn't make any sense with the rest of the book, for example. It's a way to engage the reader, to make sure that the reader doesn't just mindlessly read the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's the idea of forcing them to actually engage with the page more, and that's what I'm trying to do with the rest of the album. I mean, the lyrics. So I can send you, if you want, the survey from Vino, and you can check out what I mean. It's more complicated than just. It's not that I don't want them to. I mean, I do, but I want them to have that product. I want them to have that in front of them rather than just the lyrics on Bandcamp. I feel it's more meaningful.
Well, shit, I wish I had gotten
That's
a copy
all.
of that before
I mean,
before we did this, and we could have talked about the survey a little bit more. I did notice in a lot of your posts and stuff, you have words like flipped upside down and shit. I was actually going to ask you how you did that.
Really, that's not complicated at all. It's really just using we're really just using one of those fancy kind of word generators that if you just type fancy word font, you can just have a bunch of fonts that go on Facebook and other such social media, and
It just types backwards and upside down then?
I did the backwards and then the downwards one, because you can't do both at the same time. That's my special formula. I won't tell you how I did it. It's crazy. It's crazy complicated. Again, it's sort of the way we like. I mean, I like the lyrics to be more than just up on Bandcamp.
I think that's a really good idea, though. Like, to flip the words around and shit like that, make it more confusing. It like goes with the whole aesthetic of the band, kind of, making it more dense and intense and shit. It's really awesome.
Cheers, man. I appreciate that.
I hope that you put them in the booklet on the CD and like flip them around and stuff. Did you do that?
We did, actually. There's not a booklet, but if you open it up, so you open it up, and there's the lyrics are in the background. It's a digipack.
Okay.
So there's the plastic, and the CD. Okay, so on the left hand side, again, they're hard to read. I specifically talked to the guy to make them hard to read, because again, if I had to put the lyrics up, then I want people to engage with them. And
you want to make them work
on the
for
other
it.
side, yes, you've got to beg for it. No, Jesus, no. But the other one, there's a CD with salespeople on, and only if you take out the CD, then you can read the lyrics properly. Properly, I guess. They're not hard. They're not easy to read again. But yeah, it's on the CD as well. If people don't want to check out the survey, which I recommend, because I've spent quite a bit of time on it, and I think it really complements the song very well. They're definitely on the CD, just not in the booklet yet. Well, it's because we're cheap, and God, we're so cheap. We could have gone with a proper one, with a nice one with 4 folds or something. Nah, it's fine. It's just it costs nothing. So yeah. So it's definitely on the CD.
Okay, sick. Yeah, I should take pictures of it if it's like all fancy looking and stuff. Like,
it's fair enough. It's not. Again, is it not on Bandcamp? Shit, I was sure it was on Bandcamp.
Oh, maybe it is, and I just missed it. I missed the other thing. Like, here, all I see is just the front cover underneath your CD.
Fair enough. We'll update that. Yeah, that's a good point.
So
Sorry,
no. Keep going.
It's a dumb thing. It's just like we're definitely bad at this kind of like admin stuff, because it ends up feeling a bit like work. It's like, oh, we now have to put this and that. It's not about the art.
No, I understand completely. Yeah, 100%. It ends up becoming a job trying to get your name out there and everything.
God, yes, so bad. That's why I didn't want to do PR. But I was the only one who's going to do PR for the band, so yeah. Again, love-hate relationship with the band and the music and art.
So, what was the recording process like?
Guido, I've talked for the whole thing, so.
Yeah, but it was really simple. I mean we booked the recording studio. We went in when all the songs were ready. We worked on it for for a year maybe. We worked on the end song. Yeah, we tried to learn them as better as possible. Yeah, and then where we went to the studio. We spent like I can't remember, a week, but maybe for recording the instruments, it was like 3 or 4 days.
4 days, yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and
It's
then
pretty
for
fast.
the vocals, yeah, in a really short amount of time. Yeah, it was really, really intense from the morning to the evening. They're like trying
Playing all
to,
day.
yeah. It was really, really intense. Yeah, and we did it all together. Like we recorded like drums, guitar, and bass in the same time, and
Oh, nice.
then Federico, added then the vocals later. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I want to
sick.
do the vocals at the same time.
Making it more of
Yeah.
a like live experience, trying to capture what you guys would sound like.
Yeah,
live.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, it sounds really fucking good, man. Did y'all work with anybody that like is big in the scene over there, or is it just some random recording studio?
I mean, Fabio at the studios, the one that did the recording and mixing, has recorded a couple of like pretty, notable local bands. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then for the master, we sent it over to Jesse Cannon for Cannon Studios, I think it's called, because of the Carlos Del Boys, obviously.
Yeah.
Oh,
Little,
okay,
little
nice.
plug in for them. Yeah, I think I asked the question on Mathcore Index, the group. Shout out to Mathcore Index. Once again, little plug. And so yeah, I think the guitarist, she's the guitarist, I think, for the band. She replied and told me about their mastering guy, and I felt like, you know what, for the price, it was pretty good. Like, it definitely wasn't expensive. Again, cheap bastards the whole way through.
Yeah.
Like, as cheap as possible. I don't think we could, unless we dropped the quality of the recording massively. I don't think we could have done it in a much cheaper way, to be honest. We like to pretend the live recording kind of thing is it's about trying to show that it's a band thing.
But
It's
main
kind
reason
of a live
is,
thing. But
the hidden main reason, yeah.
it's money once again, yeah. Oh god, yeah.
So what's it like being a
So please
mathcore?
don't give us money. So don't give us money, so we'll keep on doing this. Please don't.
Yeah, exactly.
Just so we'll keep being as stingy as possible.
What's it like being a mathcore band from Italy? Is there like a scene for this kind of music over there?
Oh, finally. Yes. Time to complain. Yes. There are a couple of definitely good, some like mathcore adjacent band which are pretty popular in the scene. Stormo is a really good one. It's a really big example. They're like, I think this like it's this weird like math screamo. It's very interesting. I think it's a really good band. Then there's again plug in. Shout out to our mates from Info, the only other real mathcore band I think in Italy at the moment. So no, there isn't really a scene for mathcore. We are at best a novelty, at worst something to shun. Like, honestly, we got so much shit for playing this kind of music. Is at this gig where it was a benefit for actually my speakers that got that the police got in a raid at a squad. Yeah, we are very political and we are involved in the squad scene as well. Yeah, so they were used to as a gig to promote the squad. The police raided the place and they took the equipment away. So basically, for this gig, which was it's not about me obviously, but where there were a lot of local bands. I swear, like, it was packed, and then when we came on stage, people left before we like even started playing.
Yeah.
We get so much shit from other people. Like, honestly, that's why we keep on saying that Milan, the city of pain, is a very cold lover, because again, we really want to be part of it, but you have to make your own scene, like we say in Vino. You have to, basically, because other people's scene is making a scene. It's just this tight knit group of ideologues that they're very supposedly political, and they don't let anyone else in. I mean, I guess it's fair because like they're afraid that I might be a fascist or stuff like that. But I think it would do them a lot of good to be able to open themselves up to new people because the scene is very insular. It's very small, and I think there's bands, even though I don't particularly love the genre, that in Italy it's all about this. It's all about power violence now for some reason. Power violence and Italian punk hardcore, which is stuff that I don't particularly like, but I support because it's the scene. So I think it would benefit the next generation if there is one, because I mean, it's not looking good, to be honest. If there's a next generation, I think it would benefit everyone if we were a bit more inclusive, like we let more people in, and we encourage people. Because I also, I mean, with someone else, with another guy in an Italian band, we have a booking. Well, it's really organizing gigs in squats, so it's not really a booking per se, but and we got so much shit. We are dubbed the bourgeois ones, so we get no love whatsoever, even though we're basically the ones that put up, I don't want to say the most gigs in Milan in 2019, but a good chunk. And I think that the scene deserves it, and I think it needs more people that are interested in it and that want to take DIY, do it yourself. Don't expect other people to do it for you, because they definitely won't.
So my vocabulary isn't super big. What exactly does bourgeois mean? What do you mean by that?
Oh, okay. In the scene, because it's very political, left wing. Okay, so originally bourgeois is these. Oh God, how far back do I want to go? Okay, it's used to denote people that are rich, basically.
Okay, that's kind of what I thought. But you're absolutely not at all. Like what?
No. I mean, I mean, I don't think I mean, personally, no. My family, maybe, but there's no bearings on my politics or the fact that I want to play music and everything. I don't see. I mean, I'm not rich. I have fuck all money on my account. I'm a millennial. I don't see why. It's just because we are not. The reality is just a term for them to exclude you. It's just to spite you and give you bad rep around. Because if you're a bourgeois, it means you're not revolutionary or some bullshit like that. So you're out of the scene. And I swear, even if I wanted to, it's the only scene there is. Like there isn't non-political music. I mean, you have some sad metal acts in like shitty pubs, but it's really sad. The only thing that's alive in Milan or most of Italy is the hardcore scene, and it's very insular, sadly. So.
That's interesting. So everybody sings about political shit then all the time.
Yes. The funny thing is, they do when they proclaim to be anti-sexist or anti-racist, but some people are pretty chill to make shitty jokes about sexist jokes or racist jokes. I mean, it's not racist with the capital R, but it's like it's just bad taste, honestly, and they are kind of racist, to be fair. So I don't mean they're hypocritical, but it's a holier than thou kind of approach, which they say it's to build a space that's safe and inclusive, but at the same time,
they themselves aren't inclusive.
Yeah, quite a bit.
Gotcha.
So, and again, at the same time, I will spend if we go back to gigs. I don't think anyone heard this, so I'm okay. But I don't think they speak English that well, so it should be alright. But I'll definitely spend the rest of I will go back and work really hard again to put on gigs and everything. It doesn't matter to me. I mean, it's the scene is worth more than the what I call hardcore royalty assholes running it. To be honest,
Okay.
there's some serious bands that deserve some love and they get none because there's fuck all in Italy. So if you be the change you want in the world, I guess, kind of shit.
All right.
That's what you got to do.
So you were mentioning squats. I'm assuming that's like living in a house that's not yours, right? Is this correct?
Yeah. Well.
Okay, I didn't know if there was like a different like meaning over in Italy or something. So that's interesting.
They're not technically. Some of them are not not housing per se, but there is a term in Italian, centro sociale, which means social center, which doesn't mean anything in English. It's basically an occupied space run by a collective that's supposedly non-profit. They don't make enough money to make it profit, even if they wanted to, which I don't think they would. But I appreciate the fact that like the gigs are really cheap. Like that you can get in at a gig for like €3. Yeah, I mean the bands get paid fuck all, but we don't do it for the money anyway. So
okay, so you're not like breaking into somebody's house and just like sleeping there, right? That's not what it is.
No, usually, I mean the spaces where people do this.
He was like, well, okay,
well, no, but awkward. No, but there are some spaces which have been reclaimed in a sense. Like some of them were like abandoned, and people just decided to squat in them.
Okay.
And like old houses, old villas. They're in. One of them is in a big villa, and that's really nice. It's in the middle. It's like in a little patch of forest close to Milan. That's one of our favorite places. Villa Vegan, as you can guess from the name, is a vegan collective. Then another one is in an old abandoned factory. It's usually about reclaiming spaces that would be sitting empty.
Okay.
And people just occupy them.
Okay, that's a lot better than what I was picturing. I was just like, what? Is this a common okay.
No, we don't raid other people's houses.
Okay, good.
I think we believe in housing as a right. It's fine. If you own a house, it's cool. Keep your house. It's okay. It's fine. We're not gonna come in. We're not gonna come and take your toothbrush. Or will we?
Well, you guys could break into my house and do a show here anytime.
Yes, we're gonna do that. We're gonna pay our own flight and everything, and one day during our cast, we're just gonna come in and like set up and
So,
it'd be awesome.
You guys recently dropped a music video for "Corrupt" on Idiotech. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Why release it so late after the album was released?
Is it really that late? A couple of months? Is it? Probably would have been better to do it at the start, to be fair.
That's
but
kind of what I'm saying.
again, can you guess it? It's because we're cheap as fuck. So we had to find someone who was enough of a sucker to actually do it for a price that we found was acceptable. No, but the guy who did it for us is a big friend. So we had some problems. The person who was supposed to do it basically decided that wasn't there. So there were 3 people, to be fair, and it's fair that I mention this because we haven't been very nice to this person, and I feel it's worth saying it. I don't remember the name on Facebook. I'm sorry. It was a really bad time. We should have been more forthcoming about it. It was a really bad time. A lot of us had lost their job, and they asked for a certain amount of money, which we felt was impossible for us to do at the time. I don't remember their name. If they are following, it's I give you my personal apology and the band's apology for the treatment because we weren't very nice. We kind of just dropped the conversation midway through, and it wasn't very nice. And he did a small demo for us, so again, that was a really shitty move, and mea culpa, I'm sorry. The other person that we contacted just dropped the thing midway and stopped talking to us, so we deserve it. And finally, the last person came through is the one that did our photos as well. He's a really good friend of the bassist. He did it for a good price. He doesn't want us to say so, but no one's gonna find out who he is, so it's fine. So he did. So yeah, so it's basically just again we were cheap fucks once again. Guido's a student. I'm barely scraping by, so we're not in a good position, to be honest. And we don't want to crowdsource. We don't want to ask money of people. If they want to buy the album, cool. If you want to come to our gig and if we have a T-shirt out and you want to buy it, awesome. But we're not doing this for the money. So we'll do stuff as shoddy as cheaply as we can, as long as it sounds good.
So that means no vinyl in the future, then.
If we do, it's going to be absolutely 100% produced by the labels. So it's not up to us. But we'll once we drop out of the scene for about 10 years, I'm sure we're going to come back with the EP.
Dude, I was just going to say that.
Yeah.
Like
double vinyl, yeah.
That's happening. That's happening. I swear it's happening. Even if we break up tomorrow, like 10 years time, so, hey, check this out. Wax Vassal's going to be like, whoa, amazing. Check this out. Like the EP that no one knows anything about. They got so talked about.
That's awesome. So we have one question here we ask everybody. It's kind of a random one. How do you dress your hot dogs?
Ooh, okay. Guido?
I
Talk about
didn't
something
get
Italian. Oh, never mind. It's about food, Guido. It's come condiamo gli hot dog? Come condisci gli hot dog tu personalmente?
I don't know. With spaghetti, pasta, I don't know. Obviously, I'm Italian. Tomatoes.
We don't have hot dogs. There's spaghetti.
Mamma mia.
No, I mean
with lasagna.
Yes, it's lasagna hot dogs.
Yeah.
No, we don't really do hot dogs here. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Major disappointment. Sorry.
Well, you got way better
but
food over there
I
anyway, right?
Yeah. Well, okay. I'm gonna say this. I came to the US in 2019. I went through the Midwest to the Iowa State Fair Fest. It's the state fair. Slipknot were playing actually. I didn't see most of the concert, but I went to that. And I tried a double dipped bacon corn dog, I think. That was intense.
Sounds like a heart attack waiting to happen.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, American food is actually, I mean, it gets such a bad rep, but there's some really amazing stuff. Honestly, the barbecue stuff was nuts. I loved it. So I think the US has way better cuisine than you guys think, and I guess that it's because it might be a bit it's a bit heavy, but at the same time we think our food isn't heavy, but Jesus, after you eat a couple of portions of proper lasagna, you will be
right.
You're down, like you won't come out.
Cannot move anymore. Yeah, for 2 hours minimum.
After, I mean, tomorrow we're celebrating, and I can send you a photo of the table, like how it's gonna be. It's gonna be like a 12 people's table full of food. So it's like when we feast. It's a brand, man. It's a brand. Don't believe it. It's like there's good food everywhere in the world. Don't believe it.
So you got on a plane and came to America to go to Iowa.
No, I came to America to meet my friends in an even worse place, Omaha.
Oh my God!
So some friends from uni that in 2019 used to live in Omaha, if you can believe that. And yeah, I flew into Chicago, which is an amazing city. Shout out to anyone living in Chicago. It's a lovely, I really enjoyed it. Amazing architecture. But yes, I got on a plane, I rented a car, and this is going to sound like, oh, super easy. But for us, 7-hour driving was mental. Like, and when I did Chicago to Omaha, look at that. Like, we just like, oh God. Yeah, 7
Oh,
hours
that's
for
a
us is
long
mental.
fucking time. Yeah.
And then we went up to Colorado, which, if we were on Mathcore Index, I would say has some amazing pots. It was really, really great. But honestly, I love the whole trip, even though I got screened when coming in at the border. They brought me to another room to talk to me because they were scared I would like try and steal a job or something from you guys. So this happened to me, yeah. Because my job was about to start in September, so they were like, "Okay, come with me, please." Okay. And funny story, the guys, because they asked me if I was in a band, and I was like, "Yes, I'm in a band." So and she like listened to the thing for a bit. She's like, "Okay, I don't think I'm pretty sure you haven't come to the US to get a job, so you're fine. You're free to go." So people, the border control agent has checked out RAP, and you never will. Look at that. How's that? So they know. The US government knows, but you don't. How's that?
She just like took a couple of seconds to listen to it, heard you screaming, is like, yeah, this guy's not a threat
Oh
at all.
shit, no. You go. Pretty much. Yeah. So yeah, I'm sure that eventually there's going to be some conspiracy theory about how Lacittadolente is actually founded by the U.S. government but that's not true. That's not true. That's not true, guys. Not true. Illuminati confirmed.
So you guys have played a handful of shows. What's your best show?
Guido, what's our best show?
I think the one that we did in Switzerland, maybe.
Okay. From what point of view?
Yeah, after the after show, yeah, it was really cool.
Oh yeah. But, the after show, man. Come on, tell them about the Mario Kart.
Yeah, we played in this place that was a huge place. It was like with
a bunker. Nuclear bunker.
A nuclear bunker.
No, you mean the after show?
Oh, no. Yeah. Sorry, we played a gig in this amazing arena. Well, not arena, but a really big, big place.
And we followed the guy that that gave us a place for sleeping because it was far from Milan. So we went in this bunker that he had under his house. It was really huge, like a labyrinth, and we slept in their rehearsal room. They had a rehearsal room inside this huge bunker.
Dude, and that's wild.
Amazing. It was filled of every console that you can imagine. Okay, so we had this giant. I can't remember if it was a projector or a big TV. I can't remember, but it was amazing. We played like Mario Kart, the first Mario Kart on NES, and
no, it was
all night. All night.
No, NES. Sorry, that's NES. The guy at one point decided they had this like orange head lying in the middle of the room. I was like, that cost like a couple, maybe 1,000 euros or something. These guys just dropped it in the middle of the room.
A what?
Okay, as you do, like.
It was a what in the middle of the room?
Loaded, like honestly, an orange guitar head.
Oh, okay. Just
laying in the middle of the room.
Okay.
Like, I think it was a. Yeah, I don't think it was a. It was a. I think it was a transistor one, but it was still like a good 600, 700 euros worth kind of head. So it's like, okay, right. Just dropped in the middle of the room. The best part was, honestly, the thing wasn't just lab. It was an. I think it was a was not National Guard, because National Guard is like the military, isn't it, or something? But it's
Yeah.
like the civil servants kind of guard. Imagine like it was run by civilians. It was a bunker. They were like, we found coats, like orange, very bright coats, and like stuff to, I guess, to help with the fire. It wasn't really
Yeah.
a fire. It was crazy. I think it was I think it's like break in case of like nuclear annihilation or something. This kind of that kind of stuff. And okay, last thing about this. I mean, we slept very uncomfortably, even though okay, there was a projector, Guido. It was a projector.
Okay.
They had a
Okay.
projector, five
Okay.
different
Okay.
consoles or something. And the place stank of weed. The guys were like,
Ah, yeah,
"Yes,
yeah,
weed."
yeah,
And
yeah.
they just like, yes, yes. And then they just like rolled up this massive bag of weed. It's this big. It's full of weed. He was like, yeah, I'll start a shisha for you. And he put the weed in the shisha. I was like, oh my God, it was crazy. It's so fucking cool. I love Switzerland for that. Best after gig,
BPXO in
though.
our chat says that it sounds like a trap.
We have all I think I have all my kidneys, so I think it should be okay. I don't think they took anything. It feels fine, so we should be all right. But yeah, it was sketchy as fuck. But then after Mario Kart and getting high, it's like, yeah, that's cool. This is good. This is good. It was fucking good. We were like, yeah, this is good. Although part of Guido, I think okay, the best after gig. The gig in Switzerland was, I think, a youth crew kind of gig, so it was like all hardcore kids like
Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
two-stepping, so it wasn't really our scene.
If you remember, one of them broke
But
their
the best gig we did is in Padua.
Ah, the one in Padua, yeah, the one in Padua was really good, really good. Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely,
Yes,
definitely.
Padua.
A lot of people mosh. It was really unexpected. What? Yeah, yeah.
People enjoy our music. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't click. That doesn't register. So that was good, yeah.
Well, your shit's good, man. Like
I
I
don't think we have any
that.
videos of it. That's too bad. Cheers, man. I appreciate that. I wish more people did. Wish we had more chances to. But yeah, that was fucking good. Again, the sleeping arrangements were a bit strange because we slept inside the club on like the sofas.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah. And
I slept on the stage.
Okay, so funny story about this. Yeah, he's on the stage. Someone slept. There was I think it was most of the time was a BDSM kind of place. So there were like poles and a cage.
Cages, yeah.
And you slept right where it all happens.
Yes, it was a bit sticky. I wonder why, but so yeah. The funny thing is, I remember that night for the whole like, because my voice was fucked completely, hoarse, like, and not before the gig. I mean, if I had the worst fucking fever, like, and I had terrible sore throats. And Guido told me that I did an amazing gig, which I was surprised because I'm pretty sure my voice was like was really, really shouty and hoarse.
It was, but no one noticed it.
No one noticed. The best compliments. No one noticed. It's fine.
What's your worst show experience?
Ooh. The first one.
Yeah, the first one. We started play full of people. Then we started play and
everyone left.
Disappeared. Yeah.
Okay, so again, this goes back to the squad kind of thing. So it was, I think, March of 2019. There's this thing they do that's called a TAZ, a temporarily autonomous zone, which means it's like a short-term squat just for the day. And so we played in a basketball field in this in Milan, but like far away from the city center. So it was in the middle of like, and it wasn't just like a big park. It was like right next to a couple of roads. Like I imagine basketball court fields in New York, for example, there were like big buildings on the side, and there were like actual people checking us out from like the 10th floor. This like
That's
horrible horrible building. But the point is, so the gig was like, again, that again shows how the scene is. A lot of the people were just like very close to the other bands, and were like rocking out to this fucking power violence shit. And I was like, all right, cool. So people are amped up. So people are gonna like our shit as well. And when we started playing, people literally just moved away as far as possible in order not to. And the best part was, at one point, I think there were kids riding bikes.
Yeah, playing basketball, around us.
That's crazy.
So bad. Oh god.
Did y'all get hit by the ball or anything?
One, you know, if I was a bit too embarrassed to how poorly it was going to not like. I think we played well actually, but people were not having it. We're like, no.
That's so weird. I would think that people into like power violence and shit would still be into you guys. I just don't understand how they could not like it. That's so weird to me.
They want blast beats and what we call tupa-tupas. They just want street beats the whole time.
What's a tupa-tupa?
Right, Guido, what's a dumpa-dumpa? Explain.
You know, like the D beat, I know how to
Okay, I got you.
Okay.
I was kind of thinking like Willy Wonka or whatever, like some Oompa Loompas up on stage or something. I get what you're saying now.
In Italian, we call it tupa because it's the sound of the kick and the snare. In Italian. Tupa.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay, so what was your weirdest show?
I mean, I don't know. I think kids riding a bike would probably top it. I think probably the best riding bikes in front of us. What?
You ever play anywhere weird?
Let's see. Okay. Oh no. Well, to be fair, a lot of the places we play are weird. I guess the weirdest gig, was the last one. But I was pretty drunk and I was really annoyed at people.
Yeah.
What I do, I usually crowd kill people. I go in their face and like push them and stuff. At one point, I think some people started moving a bit. Someone spilled beer and we slid across the whole like floor because there's no stage, obviously. Squat again. So we slid across the thing. It was like a nice skating kind of performance for the rest of the evening. People like drunkenly skitting across the room. It was something else. Yes. Although there were like 5 people. The others had left the room on purpose before we started playing.
Obviously, par for the course now. That sucks, dude. That sucks so much. Oh my god.
Yeah. That's why we are passive aggressive. Yeah.
So passive aggressive.
Have y'all ever like toured outside of Italy and stuff? I guess you said you played in Switzerland, but anywhere else?
No, unfortunately, because COVID really happened. I mean, if there had been anything else, going this year, we would have likely gone to Poland, I think, definitely Spain, possibly. Probably a gig or two in the UK because we got some contacts over there, and we would have toured a bit, like because we honestly just played gigs in Milan and 1 gig in Switzerland and 1 in Padua, to be fair. But that's pretty much it. So only 3 places really. And we were hoping to get. I mean, that's why we got so many labels. I don't know if you've checked that out. We got 6, 7 labels, I think, because my idea was like, yes, I know if people are financially invested in this, they will help us play gigs where they live, because then it's easy for them to sell the CD.
Yeah.
Well, I thought that it was out on labels, but I didn't see a mention on your Bandcamp, so I wasn't 100% sure. What labels released it?
Oh, okay. So we have Trepanation for cassette, and for the others, they have the cassette exclusive. For the rest, we have
Violins in the Veins. Oh, yeah.
Violins in the Veins from Spain. We have Hidden Beauty Records from Poland. And then we have the others are Italian labels. One of them is Mothership from I think Central Italy. Then we have one from Alessandria, which is Shove Records. The other two are Fresh Breakout Records, really good dudes. And devo spostarmi? No, meglio ti posso... Non lo so. Alright, so I'll quickly move, but Guido, vai avanti intanto.
No, mi sono perso. So yeah, they were so Fresh Out Break. Then maybe it's. Can I remember the old list? I'll check it out.
It's yeah.
I forgot what
Traditional Records.
Traditional, yeah.
Traditional Records.
Yeah, the last one. Yeah.
So it's interesting. You say like at shows that nobody
Alright.
really sticks around to watch you guys, but you got all these labels behind you. Why do you think there's that big of a difference? Like labels are interested, but people
I don't know, honestly.
don't really check you out at shows. Is it just because it's Milan, or?
I'm sad. I think that's the case, actually. Sadly, I think Milan doesn't like us. We got bad rap, man. We're bourgeois. Check this out. I mean, to be fair. All right, fine. You're right. We're fucking bourgeois. No, but that's the thing. Like when we went out of when we played outside of Milan in Padua, we got amazing. We got people moshed. People were really digging it. So I'm really looking forward to not playing in Milan because I think it's going to be better. Sadly, and I don't think it should be. I think people should play their home shows and be like, it's fucking great. But then. I have a shitty personality, I guess. I don't know. I put people off. I don't know. I'm bourgeois, whatever. I'm anti-revolutionary. I don't know, honestly, at this point. I'm happy. I'm happy to hear your thoughts on this, Chris, because you know me. So you've known me for so long that you know what the problem is.
Well, it seems like you should have a way better reception in like the UK or something, because there's been a lot of UK bands coming out that have this sound. So that'd be pretty sick whenever y'all are able to get over there, you know. I just don't want you to feel like you need to stop, like because people over there don't seem like they're into you. But you guys are doing really, really well. Like it's really good shit that y'all put out.
Oh wow!
Oh, thanks.
Oh, cheers, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Honestly, since unfortunately, bluntly for Brexit, the shittiest idea the UK ever came up with, other than quite a few. But to be fair, the latest shitty idea they came up with. It's going to be a lot harder for us to go tour the UK and vice versa for people coming over to Europe because now you need visas because it's not part of the European Union anymore. So it's going to be harder anyway. Yeah. So we're going to have to but ideally, I think that'd be possible. I would really enjoy that because I lived in the UK for a bit, especially London. And it would be great to go and play in London. I don't know anyone there anymore, but it'd be really good to play at maybe one of the venues where I saw lots of bands. It'd be really cool to do that. You know, really, that'd be really cool. We'd love to go and check out Poland because we got a label there, and one guy who's going to do an interview with us said he would invite us to their festival. So if that happens in 2021, we'll definitely do that. I would obviously love to come and play in the US, but that's a bit of a long shot. Eventually, hopefully.
Yeah.
If we sell out, please don't come and see our gigs in the US. I mean, if we manage to get it means we sold out, so don't come. Don't come to the gigs. I'm saying it now. My future self will damn me for this, but yeah.
So in terms of merch, you got the CDs and the cassettes. You have like shirts and stuff on sale somewhere?
Yeah.
We have one, which we've been really slow at putting on Bandcamp. Again, at this time, with all this that's going on, I've not been, especially me, I've not been that massively interested in trying to squeeze people out of savings, to be honest, because it's tough for everyone out there. And as we do every single Bandcamp Friday, we always put out the same meme. Don't buy our merch. Buy yourself what you need, what you really need, please.
Well, then there's those people that are pretty well off that want to support you guys. You know what I mean?
Fair enough. I mean, there's the CD for sure. Eventually, we will put out the thing is, we sold quite a few of them, and we are a bit skinned. We only have like XLs and S's left, so it's a bit of a shitty offering, to be honest. Everyone wants M's, and we are out of those. And I don't think we're gonna print them anytime soon, because for us it's a gig affair. We try to well, not sell, but we put our merch at gigs, really.
Yeah.
And that's where they sell. That's where I don't know. We might put out some more stuff, but we're not really doing well enough to justify putting out more merch. We might put those on the ones we already have, but the sizes are shit. So unless you want an XXL or something,
yeah,
you're out of luck.
So what was the last album you guys listened to?
Guido?
Maybe Obsessed Time by Piron. Yeah.
Okay.
It was something that I enjoyed really. Maybe it's my favorite 2020 release. Yeah. One of them. Yeah. Really cool. I like all the that noises, I literally love the guitar work in this album. It's amazing. Yeah. It's really, and they have a lot of strange times. I really love all times, as Federico said before. So complex structures, and Piron have all of them. Yeah, amazing band. Then another album that I dig is for the latest Four Limbs one. Yeah, Silver Vessels. Yeah. Of course,
it's a lot darker than y'all's music. So you're into a lot of like the really like dark death metal shit.
Yeah, more 80s, to this kind of Federico criticized me for this a lot. And,
no, it's cool. It's just.
But
I'm sorry. What else? No, vai.
Another album that I dig is for with a different kind of vibe is the latest Zilf, the album. Yeah,
that is sick.
Love it because I really into Dillinger Escape Plan, Seek stuff. Really love this proggy vibe on mathcore. So really enjoyed it. Yeah. So that's it. Yeah.
What about you, Federico?
Okay. So let's see. And the latest album I really enjoyed. Sorry, I don't remember it by heart because I check out a ton of stuff on Spotify. Give me a sec. Which I don't like, but my girlfriend has it, so I might as well. Yeah. It's an easy way to check out some bands. Jump back in. Well, Myotonia. It's a big one that I've checked out a lot recently. I don't know if you know them.
What was it again?
Myotonia. Like Myotonia. It's an old band from the mid 2000s. I'm into like going back and checking out all these underground unknown bands from the scene back in the day. And they're really fucking cool. Like honestly, I think they did the variant of tech mathcore before everyone else did. Yeah, it's fucking sick.
Interesting. I never heard of them before.
I would big plug in. Check them out. They're fucking awesome. What else? Fuck. Sorry, it's a bit weird because I'm checking them out on the side. All right. Well, I think that's the main one that I've listened to recently, and
What's
then
your
I've checked out like.
what's your album of the year?
Ooh. Okay. Fuck. I had it. But oh man, I should have written all this down. I should have thought this was gonna come up. That was bad preparation on my part, as usual. Fuck. I'm just gonna our album. No, I'm joking, but our album was the best. No. Fuck. What came out this year that was good? Man, I'm so bad at this. And it's supposed to be something that's very important for us.
Well, it says you think
Guido,
about it for
go
a
ahead.
second.
Guido,
Guido, were you
go
saying
ahead.
that Piron was your album of the year, or did you have something else?
What?
Were you saying that Piron was your album of the year, or did you have something else?
So other. Can't remember me. I remember the three that I mentioned because they are the one that I really enjoyed the most and listened over and over. But 2020 releases
Well, if you really like Fawn Limb, you got one.
The Aceitas one, Aceitas, it was posted on Mathcore Index.
I've heard the name. How do you spell it?
ASEITAS.
Okay, I need to check that out because I've heard that name a couple of times.
I can't remember the name of the album, but it was really, really cool. It is a long album, so I listened to it a few times, but I wanted to recoup it more times because it was really, really good. It's like similar to Piron vibes, like death metal with some carbon in it, something like this. So it's mathcore in a certain sense.
Okay.
Something like this. Yeah, it's really.
Okay, I've read. Okay, so shout out to the good guys at FEMA. I think their album is fucking sick. It's fucking sick. And as the kind of PR guy that I am, I've been like, so guys, do you wanna be on a split with us? Should we split some? Should we split? And they've been politely saying maybe, which is a very soft no. That's okay. That's all right. I know you guys are big. You guys are cool, and that's fine. Another, although it's only a single, but it's like math punk kind of stuff. It's pretty interesting. Lower Automation. I don't know if you know them at all.
No.
Fucking good. Like they came up with this. They have these sassy, shouty vocals with like very mathy but noisy as well punk things, and it's really, really fucking cool. Like I shout out to them. They're really cool. From this year, those are the ones that really strike me as my favorite, to be honest, even though the year is over and I only have one example. God, I've been checking way too much music from the early 2000s, to be honest. That's not good.
That's typically the answer that I get, actually, is most people just listen to the stuff that they've been listening to, Like all that old Salty Grin type of shit.
To be fair, I don't actually. I just there's this again plug-in for this guy called as a podcast, not a podcast, has a group on a page on Facebook and a page on Instagram called Call Me Armageddon, I think.
Okay.
Yes. Do you know them?
I didn't realize it was a band, but they follow me.
It's not a band.
Oh, okay.
It's a guy that plugs, just puts old records on.
Okay. He's just like promoting shit. I got you.
Yeah, and honestly, he's so wildly knowledgeable. He knows so many bands. It's crazy. And I found some seriously good bands on his feed. So if you guys want to do a proper, go back in time and find some really solid underground bands from that era, he knows them. They're really fucking good, honestly. But I guess it's got to do with what I like, which is, I guess, a bit of an old mathcore kind of style.
Well, that's coming back, so
there's
going to be a new mathcore style in a bit. I said that's coming back, so it'll be a new mathcore style in a bit.
Yes, new school, old school.
Well, that's about all I got. Unless y'all have something else y'all wanted to talk about.
Bitch about the review on Mathcore Index. No, that's fine. No, I'm joking. Obviously, they're great. Really love those guys. They're the first ones that that actually they were always super supportive, really nice. I think we spent quite a long time on this one.
Yeah,
so
time flew by.
Personally, I can talk a lot about myself. So. Nice. Vocalist job. Our plans for the future, I guess. We are thinking about releasing a split with Black Pawn, and I definitely want to mention this because Black Pawn are really cool as well. They're really, really good guys. You should check them out. They didn't release this year, so I think. So it's okay if I didn't mention them as the best album of the year. Really, really good band. And we are also in the talks with the drummer from Fawn Limbs. I'm sorry, I don't want to mispronounce your name. Guido is a big fan of Fawn Limbs. So
Lee Fisher.
You had him on the show.
I didn't have him. I had Ellie Helin on the show, but I know who he is.
All right. We are in talks with him to release a possible split with his other band, not Fawn Limbs. And we are in a talk with Black Pawn to release another split this year again, possibly. We are looking for other bands though for that one specifically, because we like the idea of a collaborative effort, and if there's any band that's interested, please do let us know. We'd love to have you on board. We'd love the idea of a 4-way split, for example. It'd be really fucking cool. It's something that the mathcore scene doesn't do, and I think we should do it. It'd be really nice. Get to the point and get more to the point with 4 bands and just a few minutes of music. What else? Plans for the future? Hopefully start gigging again. Duh, everyone. Not particularly specific, but okay. I think let me check my business timetable. Yes, we said all the things we need to say to promote the band. Blah blah blah. Check us out in 2021. We're gonna have new shit out. Yay! All right.
Your bourgeois agenda, yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. I'm sorry you didn't have the chance to speak with a guitarist. I'm sure you could have asked him something about the guitar work or the bass work, obviously for the bassist.
Hey, this was great getting to talk to you guys.
Yeah, I'm happy we. All right. Cheers, man. It was really good for us. Finally, some audience. Yes. They're warm. Yes.
So I'll just go into the outro then. Be sure to check out Salespeople, the debut album from Lacittadolente. Oh my god, I messed up. Lacittadolente? One more time. How'd you say it?
Lacittadolente.
Lacittadolente?
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. Which came out back in September. You guys are on Spotify. I would assume all the other streaming sites. Bandcamp, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Yeah. Are you on Twitter?
Yep.
No.
Okay. No, it's not a thing in Europe.
Okay. Cool. Any other social media plugs I'm missing?
No, but again, sorry. If anyone's interested in the lyrics, send the band. I mean, we have the address for the band email. I will send you the what we have so far, which is the survey. If anyone's interested in that,
I believe there was your email is also on your Bandcamp page, so people can go there also and get it.
Yeah.
So as for me, drop my channel, follow so you always know when I go live. You can sub here if you'd like to throw me a couple of bucks. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. YouTube folks, if you like the video, please smash the like button, tickle the notification bell, and subscribe. It's the best way to support me for free. Check out my music, The Sound That Ends Creation. My Christmas EP, Merry Christmas, You Filthy Animal, is out now. Get a free download. Maybe pick up some merch over at thesoundthatenscreation.bandcamp.com. My next guest is Senserace, a sick mathcore band from Greece. Join us this Sunday, 12 p.m. Central, right here at twitch.tv/thecast@enscreation for the live cast. Thanks for being here, guys. Hope you all had a good time.
Cheers, man. It was really great.
Hell yeah.
Thanks.
And thank you for watching and listening.